Hi. So what I want you to do to get started is to actually just make a list of the things you need to buy first. So you need to get some rocket salad. You need to get which is rocket leaves in a bag. They're now 139. They were 99 cents, but they've gone up so much. So 139 in Tesco, Lidl, Aldi. They all have rocket salad now. That's the one to get. Don't get other lettuce. Just get that one. Then I want you to buy broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. You can get them all frozen. I use them frozen a lot. I sometimes buy them fresh. It depends. Onions, garlic. What are the other ones? You can get peppers and stuff. I don't complicate stuff. I just stick to the cruciferous vegetables and onions and garlic. Ginger. You must get a piece of ginger. You'll get used to the taste. Don't worry. So you get those. I want you to get about 4 packets, big packets of eggs. I want you to get some mince. Get cheap food. Don't bother with expensive stuff right now. Start at the beginning. I don't want you to buy any chicken just to start off with. I want you to get tomato passata, tomato puree, chili powder, not the flakes, chili powder. I want you to get turmeric powder. I want you to get ginger powder. You can get garlic and onion powder as well. They're fine. They have little bits of kind of carby stuff in them, but it's so minimal. I want you to get beef stock cubes. I want you to get, what's the other one? Oh, streaky bacon. You must get mushrooms, the closed cup ones, the cheap. Just get the cheapest ones. If they're in the cheap section, just get those. Get plenty of. And I want you to start making, oh yeah, you can get chicken frankfurters if you're on a real tight budget, which I buy them all the time. And sometimes one of the kids doesn't like them in the sausage form, so I chop them up and I make a stir fry with them. They're perfect. They're perfect. And they're keto friendly, very important. They're very cheap. 8 chicken, I think there's 8 in the pack. Chicken frankfurters, chicken hot dogs. Don't buy the buns. Just go to the section in Lidl. They're called chicken frankfurters, chicken hot dogs. If you can get sauerkraut in Lidl, it's so fantastic. It's very hard to get. I've actually made my own. It's probably bad. It's basically salt and cabbage in water. I bought a jar and I just stuffed it down. It was grand. It was grand. I don't know how good it was. Sauerkraut is really excellent for your microbiome. So get these things, get yourself started. If you need tomatoes and cucumber, get all that stuff. At the beginning, I ate a lot of tomatoes and cucumber, and then you read other stuff that you know, maybe avoid the tomatoes and cucumber, use the tomatoes that don't have the seeds and don't have the skin, blah, blah, blah. I loved my plates at the beginning. They had tomato, cucumber. Get French mustard, which is acceptable. Sorry, I keep scratching my head. I don't know why. I don't have fleas or anything. And get that food, right? So that is now, cheese, blocks of cheese. I use the cow's milk cheese. A lot of people advise the sheep's cheese. You can get that too. Get to like those things. My husband hated cheese. Now he loves cheese. Cheese is a fermented food. It's really, really, really good for you. Please get cheese. Get used to these things. So I stick to a very basic diet. I make metabolic omelets, metabolic food with no eggs sometimes. I absolutely love eggs now. I hadn't, like I said in a previous video, I hadn't had eggs in 10 years. I kind of had gone off them. I had become vegetarian, then I became kind of vegan, and I had gone off eggs. And then because of keto and because it's kind of so much protein and fat based, I decided to restart having eggs. And at the beginning I was like, oh God, I'm not sure if I can eat these. And then now I love them, but I don't have them in all my meals. Sometimes I have the chopped chicken frankfurters. I stir fry them in with broccoli, in with onions, in with garlic. I don't hardly cook stuff half the time. I do not eat anything it's always out of the pan for me. You'll see some of my other videos. And the food is amazing. Every time I feed anyone in this house, they're like, this is like out of a restaurant. They don't even want to go to restaurants anymore. They want to come home and look forward to my food. And I wasn't even that really great a cook, but I've learned to make some of the good things. So I make a metabolic omelet. So I either put mushrooms, broccoli, I put everything in that I have. I don't put tomatoes into the omelet part. I just put, I drop in 4 eggs and I put a load of cheese on top, as much as you want. Eat a massive portion. That's the difference with this diet and a lot of other diets where you're eating like little bits here and there. But this, you can eat a massive portion. Sometimes I only eat once a day because of it, because I'm just not hungry. And you will have lots of fat and lots of protein. And as you get older, you need more protein. And if you're working out in the gym and all that, you need more protein as well. The big difference for me in this diet with going to the gym is the definition of the muscles. It's much better if you go, if that's your aim, you should do keto and do the gym. But I don't have the definition that I would have had a year or two ago when I was at the gym. And it's like, it's definitely, you know, quite different. It's not terrible, but it's quite different. My legs are quite good because I do a lot of walking. I do wave my arms in the air when I'm like this, when I'm walking, and all the people that are passing on the road are probably going, what the hell is wrong with your one? But I'm the one that's winning, because I have noticed a big difference here in definition from just starting that like 2 months ago. So I would do that. But like, I mean, obviously everyone's at their own stage of, some people are quite paranoid about what other people think of them. My attitude is those people are passing, they're thinking about their next meal, probably, even though they've just left their breakfast. But they're not thinking about me once they've passed, you know. And people are very respectful, you know. There's no like, you know, nobody's shouting out the window of their car or anything like that. And I say, look, you've got to be selfish. If I was at the gym, there'd be 10 other people watching me if I was at the gym. So what's the difference with me walking up the street waving my arms than being at the gym? Well, there's quite a difference, I guess, if it's your neighbors. But anyway, so so that's how you get started. So what you do is, when you on your first days of keto, eat a lot of food. So get these plates ready, make them nice, sit down, eat on your own. I'm telling you, so many of you are making the mistake of trying to eat with the family. Don't. Even if you're not the cooker, even if you are the cooker, it doesn't matter. Don't eat with the family. My 16-year-old son lost 53 pounds in total on the ketogenic diet. He did not eat with us. We don't eat together. Listen, I must be the only family. I hate eating with my family. I love eating on my own because I get to enjoy my food. Don't eat with anybody. Eat on your own. And keep the carbs completely out of your diet in the early days. Don't even attempt to put in a little bit. So what will happen is occasionally you'll fall off the wagon. I did it myself. In the first weeks, I might have on the 7th day or the 8th day, I might have had a boost, but I limited it. I said I'm going to have a boost bar, because a boost bar is less than 20 grams of fat or less than 20 grams of carbs. So, and they're so delicious. So I would have a boost bar every now and again, or I would have a couple of slices of white sliced pan. Now, the only thing with the white sliced pan is it's very moreish. Like if you start on the white sliced pan, you could end up eating a lot of it. If you do, forget about it. Enjoy it, forget about it. Don't sweat. Don't be hard on yourself. The worst possible thing I see people, they don't just fall off the wagon, they stay off the wagon. Get back up on the wagon, get started again. You will have another 24 hours of pain because of your infractions. Don't worry about that. It'll pass again. Try and get out walking only for distraction, to get out of the kitchen. But I'm telling you, the key to all of this is not eating with other people. The key is not eating with other people. You will need to be a little antisocial at the beginning. Then for lunch, I have 4 fried eggs. Today now I put into my lunchbox 4 fried eggs, fried streaky rashers, a load of rocket salad just stuffed in the side, French mustard. I like cheese as well. And what's the other thing I put in? Oh, chopped red onion. That's for my polyphenols. They're all sticking me around here, polyphenols. So the polyphenols are the things that your gut bacteria, the ones that your lower intestine love chowing on. They're like fibrous. The fibrous purpley bits in the onions. Your body doesn't actually need them for nutrition, but your gut microbiome, you won't know what I'm talking about until you start eating rocket salad, cruciferous vegetables. You'll start to understand there'll be some deep happiness down here, just between your hips. You'll be like, oh my God, how did I not feel this happy before? This is unbelievable. It's like, I've said it before, it's like reaching the promised land. So you eat that meal, have whatever you need for breakfast. For breakfast, I always have boiled eggs or fried eggs or something. Sometimes runny eggs. I prefer them runny. I used to never like runny eggs, but now I prefer them runny. But with boiled eggs, I've become really useless. They always come out hard, no matter how much I try, no matter how much timing I do, they come out hard. So just have boiled eggs. Then eat your next meal so you're having your breakfast, eat your boiled eggs, put them on in your sleep. Put them on. Some people are great with the air fryer and eggs. I haven't a clue about that stuff because it's too complex. I just literally want to put them in the pan of water. So that is do the eggs. Don't complicate it. If you're struggling, don't complicate it. Then for lunch, you can have more boiled eggs. I mean, at the beginning, I was sick of peeling boiled eggs because I was just eating eggs all the time with the vegetables. So, and fried rashers and the chicken hot dogs. Keep your meals very simple. Keep them mainly raw. If you like, make a dressing. I used to never make the dressing. I would pour the extra virgin olive oil on, and then I would pour on the apple cider vinegar or the balsamic vinegar. I generally used apple cider vinegar. And then I would put nuts on the plate, like you can put some walnuts, and eat as much as you want. I promise you, you will lose weight, even though you're eating a lot of fat and protein, but you're not eating carbohydrates. Every bit of fat in your body, almost 100% is from the carbohydrates, not from protein and fat. So eat as much as you want. So then, after a few days, I want you to cut out one meal. The best meal to cut out will be the one that suits you the best. For me, I cut out the evening meal at the beginning, and then I started balancing out where I eat kind of my first meal's at 1. It kind of suits me the best. And my second meal would be at 5 o'clock in the evening. You have to be careful with that one though. Some people say the other one is better. Eat your breakfast and your second meal. But I found that it was better for me because I didn't get the munchies then late at night. I would have my second meal at 5 o'clock, which could be 7 or 8 boiled eggs with a bit of mayonnaise and some rocket salad again. Keep your meals simple. I had the same stuff all the time. I didn't kind of go, oh God, I need to eat this. Make it as simple as possible. I have about 4 or 5 items of food in my fridge, and that's what I have. Nothing else. So then you'll start to get a bit more confident, and you'll be able to I make chili a lot. The reason I make chili a lot is because I'm not mad about beef, but when it's in chili, I love red kidney beans, but I don't put them in the chili because the kids don't like them. But I would put red kidney beans in them if you want something to break up the kind of, and they're a bit carby as well. But I have learned to make it without the red kidney beans. You'll see some of my TikToks and my shorts. It's incredible. And if you want kind of an extra kick, put a big load of cream in with it. But I find now that I'm happily eating, and even some of the kids' friends have said they deliberately come here to get the chili. So I like feel pressure now. But the chili is so easy to make. You put your onions in the pan, streaky rashers. My secret ingredient is streaky rashers. You got to put them in everything that with the beef. So that gives it all the flavor. I used to put wine in, red wine, but I've taken that out. Mainly because half the time I don't have it in the cupboard or someone has drank, mainly myself. But anyway, so what you do is eat loads. Do not restrict yourself in the day. Stop thinking of calories. Do not, my hands are orange. Jesus, Donald Trump. To eat loads. And then eventually you'll get into the intermittent fasting. And it will happen very easily because when you eat a lot of protein and fat, you will not be hungry. I ate a lot of avocados at the start as well. You can eat a lot of avocados. Then I found that I forget to buy them or whatever. And I eat a chunk of butter. Like, you'll be disgusted. But if you watch any carnivore videos, you'll see that people are chowing off the butter. So this ain't Texas. So that's what you can do. And I do that actually. I just slice off a hunk of butter and throw it because it keeps you satiated for another while. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. So I am going to write up a kind of a sheet of how to get started, and I will let you know in the next video. Bye.